I'm gonna do a little detecting here at this just public park. I know over here there's a ton of trash, but I think I'll go around the basketball court. I found a gold ring out in there. I found one time out on that side, I found $5 coins, pocket spill. So we'll go give it a try. I'll show you how I got the detector set up. I'll try to show you how I'm running it here. Tone ID profile, I got anything below nickel 300, nickel zone 600, anything from nickel to zinc penny 300, and from zinc penny above 880. I have the iron on 75. Response is normal, recovery fast is on, target separation is high trash, and pinpointing normal. The idea here is I'm just going to run a wide open screen and listen for the high tones. So let me back the camera back, I'll show you. These are usually real trashies to give you an idea. I got a signal there. It's probably in the zinc penny range at 2 inches, it says. We'll dig it out. This is probably, no telling out here in this park. Could be anything. You can't hit it with a pinpointer. Oh, rocky here. A little bit deeper. Real rocky. I wonder if there ain't a screw cap, but they usually don't fall in that range. A lot of rocks in here. As soon as I say they don't fall into that range, one will. There you go. So that's kind of what I'm doing today, just creeping along with a 6-inch coil, trying to pick out high tones out of all the trash. There's what could be a penny or a dime signal in the middle of the trash. See, there's a nickel reading in there too. This should be something along the lines of a shallow copper penny or possibly dime. I wouldn't expect it to be too deep, just a couple inches. It's rocky here. What's with the rocks? It's off a little bit of my pinpoint. Maybe there's junk in the area too. That turned out to be a dime. Looks like I've got a target here. There's probably a bunch of junk around it. Trying to come in the zinc penny range anyway. So Sometimes there's so many targets around you have a hard time pinpointing. Which one it was. This should be fairly shallow. Should be able to get it with this. Hitting something. Hopefully it's not a piece of a can. Not looking too good at this point. Too deep to be a penny on the surface. Yeah, look at that. That's what you get out there in these trashy parks, so you got to expect it. I left that plug open because I wanted to recheck the hole, so right there is where I just dug that big old lid. Another target right beside it, but it looks like it's got garbage around it. See how it's jumping all over the place? Splattering. There's probably a low conductor near it. No telling on this one either. It's hard to tell out here. All the junk. There's a coin. It was right next to that beer cap. Got something in the dime penny range. Something else, if you like, sometimes it'll have a hard time displaying numbers, but if you see where it's building the target, and you know, like, say this is the 30 line, and it's right in here, you know it's about a 32. Say this is the 40 line, and it's over here about a third of the way over. See, there was no number there for a minute. I know a target over here, up in here, is past the 40 line, so it's, going to be 42, 43. If a target's down in here, right in here near this edge, I know it's going to be in the lower 30s, or in this edge, high 30s. So if you know what the grids are, you can get an idea what the target is even without the numbers. This ought to be right on the surface or close to it. Alright, come on. I can't be that deep. There it is right there. I just seen it. It's a dime. Been down there a little while, not too long, but probably a little while. I'm still going along this basketball court, and I went back to the truck. I traded out pin pointers and diggers because I didn't think I was going to need to dig a bunch of deep holes, so I just got the little digger instead, and then I got the pistol probe, and still got the E-track. I mean the 3030 with a small coil, and I come along over here, and of course I wasn't filming. I get a good signal, nickel signal. I changed my setup. I'm running the trashy park pattern now. I don't know if you can see that because of the glare, but and I was just going to come along here and just dig anything that fell in the nickel notch or the coins notch. So I get a nickel signal, not very good, but you know, I was gonna dig it anyway. So I get down there, I dig a plug about 4 inches, and out pops this. I believe it's a, I think it's a V nickel. Let me look. Man, I can't tell. I don't have it memorized, but maybe it's a shield nickel, because I think the V nickels have a V on back. But that is just unreal, ain't it? Just, I'll clean it up when I get back. It might even be a shield nickel. I'm pretty sure it is. Just in this park here, just right by these basketball courts, and you know, you can look around. There's, you know, just looks like your average park is full of trash, and then out comes this nickel. I'll try to film a little bit from here on out in case I get something else like this. It'll be all zinc pennies and screw caps, so you know now if I film right. The wind's starting to pick up a little bit, but I figured I'd film this one. This is another one of those little bit deeper nickel signals. Not that deep, but it looked a little deeper at first. See what we can get. Maybe get another one of the old ones. Hopefully it's something decent. I wasn't filming on that last old nickel. Probably not going to be. It's right on the surface almost. So I ain't expecting an old nickel, but you never know. Figures. I don't film and I get a old nickel. I film and that's what I come up with. But I'll keep filming. Alright, I got another deeper nickel signal. I'll film this one. Barely hit it with a pinpointer, so it's probably good 3 or 4 inches down there. Ain't real deep, but deep enough. It's in the bottom of the hole still, so that's a good sign. Oh, there it is. I seen it. Hey, that did turn out to be a nickel, but it's not the old one, but you know, still a nickel. At least I got that one on film. Alright, I gotta show you this. I don't know if I think that's right there where my foot's at, where I dug, that's the plug where I dug the nickel. So I'm going back over the hole. Not in the same plug, but to the right just a little bit, there's a dime or copper penny signal. We'll dig that out. Alright. Here's the plug right here for the nickel, and then the dime or penny's coming in right here. So it's right beside it basically. Maybe the pocket spill or same depth, we'll see. Might actually get into the plug. There it is right there. It's about the same depth as a dime. Got another signal trying to hit in the nickel zone. A little bit deeper, it says 5 inches. See what we got here. It's at about 4 inches, 4 to 5 inches. We'll see. Nope. Not this time, a little can slaw. Got another one in the nickel zone. Little mini plug here ought to get it. Yeah, look at that. There you go. Got another nickel. Got another signal trying to hit the nickel zone. If I'm expecting a lot of shallow stuff, I like this pistol probe. Because if it's within like 3 or 4 inches, I could get it with this, and then just cut a real small plug and retrieve the target. Let's see if we can do it with this one. So I know it's right here. So now I can just cut a lot smaller plug. It's kind of rocky here. So I can cut a lot smaller plug. And see it fell out of the hole. But there's another nickel. See, this is kind of a little bitty tiny plug, and a lot easier to hide that. And I got a signal here in the copper penny dime range. This should be fairly shallow, I would think. Right there, so should be able to cut another real small plug. It's a real tiny one here. Yeah, it's a copper penny. Got another nickel type signal. That 11's a little low. Well, was better. Don't really like the 11s in there, but you never know. A lot of times those beaver tails and stuff hit with an 11. But sometimes they do too. Whoa, glad I was wrong. It's another nickel. Got one in the quarter range here. I would think this is laying right on top of the ground, would be my guess, but yep, sure enough, surface quarter. Got a 1243, 1244, about 5 inches deep, it says. Alright, let's see what we got. It says about 4 or 5 inches deep. I'll dig a little bit of a plug here. Try to anyway. Okay, still down in the hole. Detector was fairly accurate. There it is right there. Copper penny. This is probably a real shallow copper penny or dime. I didn't be on the surface. The grass is a few inches deep. We'll see. I'm not expecting it to be too deep. Okay, it's not on the surface anyway, but that's all right. Ground's real hard here. And it ought to be a copper penny. Getting a nickel type signal. It's going to be my last dig. No matter what it turns out to be. Looking pretty good though. Okay, see what this nickel type signal turns out to be. Ground is hard. Still in the hole. Okay, so I didn't end with a nickel. No big deal.